Okay, we're live.
Welcome back to yet another live show for News in General. Once again, I am Jason Goyette here for News in General. And here we have Cole Cooper, the co-owner. So yeah, let's get into the topics tonight. We're basically not going to be doing like a serious live show where we're just, very serious, like we have suits on and stuff, and we're all professional. We're just going to kick back and talk about the topics and discuss it with you guys. There's some entertainment segments that we're going to get into first. But before you do that, make sure to comment below on the topics and all that. Make sure to follow us on Twitter at News in General. Make sure to follow our Facebook page at facebook.com/newsingeneral. All the topic links will be in the description below for you guys to check out while we're discussing them. So the first topic, I believe, Cole, do you want to start or want me to do it?
Go ahead.
All right, the first topic is going to be from the entertainment segment. It is a Miley Cyrus Mexican flag stunt draws official condemnation investigation. So basically, if you haven't heard, Miley Cyrus came to Mexico with the Wrecking Ball song, I guess she played, to quote her hit song, offending fans at Monterrey concert and prompting a federal investigation. I think there should have been a federal investigation to Miley Cyrus a long-ass time ago, don't you, Cole?
You know what? She's strange and whatnot, but I don't
The
know. I
way
don't know
she
what to think of
acts
her.
and like just flaunting herself around with these children watching her, and then also having like coke in her songs and stuff, talking about taking coke and doing drugs and all that. I
She
mean,
wouldn't be the first to do it or anything, but
yeah,
she's been
well,
really vocal about it.
absolutely, no. But she is kind of the first to be like flaunting herself and going to all these award shows, basically showing her boobs and stuff. Have you seen that? She went to an award show with pasties on.
I don't pay enough attention to entertainment news.
Oh, really? Well, we're gonna have to start doing that soon. We're gonna have to bring somebody in, a reporter, to pay attention to
Yeah,
news.
no, I've never given them that much time, you know. I just kind
Yeah,
of think like, had a regular person done this, no one give a shit anyways. These people are just kind of
well,
idiots anyways,
exactly.
so,
Yep,
if some
exactly.
regular idiot was doing that, why would we care anyways?
Well, that's why I'm wanting to talk about this, is because there are a lot of people out there that do care.
Hmm.
Unlike me and you, we just want to
Hmm.
know what's going on with our country, what's going on with politics. Are
There's
they gonna
also
destroy
bigger
our
things
country,
going on.
basically?
Look what just went on in Scotland there. That's some pretty
Uh,
big news story. History was in the
I
making.
haven't heard that. What's that?
The
Actually,
whole thing
let's
for
get into it later.
independence.
Let's get into it after. Okay.
Didn't you hear about that though?
No, I didn't. Let me finish this topic here. But I did not hear about that. What's going on in
Like
Scotland? What the
history
Actually, I
or
think I did. I think I did. They're basically going against their independence or something. They don't want
yeah, they all
independence or
voted no, but they basically pulled the Quebec on them. And they did the same thing Quebec did, 20 years ago.
okay, so what'd they do?
Well, they had a whole referendum on independence. Now they
Yeah.
voted no in the end, but had they voted yes, Scotland may have become an independent nation.
Why wouldn't they have? I would have wanted to do that if I was living in Scotland.
It's just like Quebec 20 years ago. They tried to become independent too. Didn't work out so well for them
Yeah.
either.
Well, Quebec is filled with a lot of French, ain't it?
Yeah. Well, it's mainly French.
Yeah.
English, speaking English is actually a minority over there.
Yeah. Well, my grandfather, my basically my ancestors are French Canadian, so and my
Hmm.
grandfather came from Quebec, Saint Denis, I think it was Saint Denis, I
Hmm.
believe it is. But yeah, I got a long list from Ancestry.com. But anyways, let's finish with this Miley Cyrus topic that Cole doesn't like. But
Yeah.
I know he has something to say on what her prosecution should be, if she should be prosecuted, and what they should do. So let's get on with this. This incident happened Tuesday during Bangers Tour 2014 in
Oh, what
Mexico.
tours?
What's that?
What's the tour called?
Bangers.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you heard it right. Bangers. As Cyrus was twerking, doing that little twerk thing, in the middle of a song, one of the two dancers contorting beside her used a Mexican flag to spank the overside false buttocks she was
Well,
wearing.
first off, that's just offensive to the country.
Oh, absolutely.
Sure,
Imagine,
I don't
imagine
live
if you
there. I
were.
don't know anyone that lives there. But if I,
Yeah,
that should offend you if you live there and you're patriotic to your country.
exactly. How about, what if she did that to? What if you went to one of her concerts? I know you wouldn't have, but what if you would have went there
Oh,
and
no.
seen that happen to the Canadian flag?
Like I said, she'd be disrespecting an entire country, no matter
Would
what
you,
country she does
would
it
you,
in.
well, she didn't get booed, I don't think. There's no like backlash between the Mexican residents that were there, the people. that were at the tour because they're too excited over Miley
Oh,
Cyrus.
for sure.
Let Miley Cyrus disrespect our country, but let's be so excited and so forgiving just because she's a pop star.
If you went, let's say I went to
I did that.
Mexico and did that, if I could be pulling guns out on you.
Yeah, exactly. So adding insult to injury, Tuesday was Mexico's Independence Day.
Wow.
So she did it not only on stage in front of thousands of people, but she did it on their Independence Day.
No, especially on their Independence Day. That's not
You had to
acceptable.
have known that she knew what she was doing. She knew that what this was a sign of disrespect to the Mexican citizens.
For
She
sure.
knew it. She didn't do it just out of not thinking.
But of course, she's probably going to do it because this gives her attention, whether it's good or bad. We're talking about it.
That's
We're
what she
giving her
does.
the advertising.
Cole, that's what it's all about. She does all this crazy shit. Every few months, she'll do it, just like with all the other people.
And
They'll do these crazy
sadly,
shit
it's working quite well for her.
Yeah, it is. It is. But I'm telling you what, if someone was to come to my country, and I seen them doing that to my flag, yeah, I don't even want to talk about what would happen because
It's not acceptable, really.
yeah,
No matter what country you're in.
yeah, exactly. It doesn't matter if it's Mexico, United States, Canada,
Anywhere in the world is disrespectful.
Yeah.
Now, some countries would be more tolerant than others. If she went to North Korea and did that, well, yeah, I'm sure you can imagine.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. So Mexican law is very stern on the subject of respecting the flag. I mean, respecting the flag. She's sitting there smacking the flag on this dancer's ass. So they better give her some big fines and some jail time, and I think that's what they're gonna do. So the act of disrespecting a Mexican symbol carries a fine up to about $1,200 and 3 days in jail, and that's if it doesn't happen during the commission of a felony. So there's been no word basically.
Jails are all that nice.
There's been no word about putting the international pop star into the slammer, but lawmakers in Nuevo Leon state voted unanimously Wednesday to condemn the incident. So what do you think they should do? Do you think they should give her a fine, or do you think they should put her in jail?
Well, I'm gonna bet. I think I already know what's going to happen.
A fine.
Oh no, I think there's a whole bunch of people are gonna get paid off.
Oh yeah. Well,
that'll be the end of this. This never happened.
What do you want to happen though?
What should happen?
Yeah.
This is a good question. Should she get jail time for it? I don't know. Is it offensive? Yeah. Should it be against the law? I don't know about that. But I don't know what should happen,
Wait, you don't think it should be against the law to disrespect a country's flag?
Yeah, there's worse things she could have done, There's far worse things that, she could have done. There's many more things that,
freaking shit on the flag or pissed on the flag.
Yeah. There's, lots of other things, the courts can be dealing with.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like the drug problems down in Mexico.
Right. They have a lot of problems, that they could be dealing with.
Exactly. Cole, what you said was you don't have any problem with not making it illegal to disrespect the flag. What do you think?
I'm not so sure it should be, necessarily illegal. Is it offensive? Sure it is.
Yeah, but what do you think?
There's lots of offensive things that aren't illegal.
Oh, absolutely, I agree. But what do you think about Middle Easterners burning our flag?
Once again, is it offensive and incredibly disrespectful? Yes. Is there anything we can really do about it when they're doing it way out there?
I think it's freedom of speech too, don't you?
It is, right? Now, is it hate speech? Yeah, kind of, if you're burning the flag, yeah.
But is it against the law to hate speech, though?
Depends how you're doing it, right?
Yeah.
It all depends on what it is.
Isn't like damaging property or anything, so...
Well, unless it's somebody else's flag.
Yeah, exactly.
You're going over to your neighbor's house and, let their flag on fire.
Start stripping all the flags in your neighborhood and start burning them.
Right, so that would be damaging property.
Yeah.
But is it free speech? Yeah, it is kind of a shade. It's kind of a gray area because is it incredibly offensive? Yes.
Yeah.
Is it free speech at the same time? Yeah, kinda. Is it hate speech? I'd say so. Yeah. So it's really this kind of gray area. You're not sure. Maybe should there be a fine? Maybe. Should there be jail time attached to it? I don't know. It kind of seems like a unnecessary strain on the system.
Yeah, that's true. They should be worrying about other stuff. I mean,
now should they fine them? Well, if you want to, why not?
Yeah, fine them definitely, absolutely. But she's gonna not have any jail time or anything like that.
Oh, yeah, especially her. Obviously the law is jail time, fine, whatever. She's not going to get any of that. Now, some, tourist came from some other country.
Oh
Not
yeah,
only would they never be coming back to that country.
they'll be treated like crap in jail too. I mean, she'll probably get the awesome treatment if is to go to
Oh,
jail.
no, of course, and besides, if she doesn't, well, hey, I'll slip you some money.
Yeah, yeah, she's got it. She's got it. All she needs to do is twerk for him. um,
Yeah.
so will
Bringing
Molly
all the
ever be
prison
allowed
guards.
back into Mexico?
Will she be allowed to, or should she?
Would she and should she? Or
Well,
will
if we
she?
take a, I'm not sure what their laws are like now. In the event, let's say, some American comes up to Canada and you do something illegal,
Mhm.
obviously you can't come back for a certain amount of time or ever, depending on what it is.
Yep.
Now, I'm not sure how Mexico would do that, and I suppose would she? Maybe, maybe not. Now, had a regular person done it, it depends once again what their laws are. I'm not entirely sure. Being Miley Cyrus, I'm sure she can find an exception for that,
Oh
no
yeah,
matter what the law is.
you're definitely right on that one,
Especially
Cole.
in a country that has a fair bit of corruption to it too, right?
Oh, dude, the politicians and like the government down there is totally corrupt. They're selling
Mhm.
drugs. They're allowing drugs to go back and forth. They know all about the gang, the drug lords and the warlords and stuff down there. They know
Well,
all
they know
about that.
about
Are
it,
they
but
doing
the
anything
corruption's
about it
really
really?
stopping them.
What's that?
The corruption really stops them from making any progress,
Progress. I know.
past that, right? Now,
But
could
think
the
about it. They have big United States next to them with all their corruption too. So it's kind of,
it's just
you know,
corruption in a different way, right?
yeah, yeah.
Here, U.S., Canada, we don't call it paying off the, big politicians. No, no, no. We just call it
Bailouts.
donations.
Yeah, donations and bailouts. Yeah, exactly.
Donations are legal.
All right, so I think we're done with that topic because you can tell Cole isn't into the entertainment
No,
world that
I
much.
don't mind talking about it. I think the law side of it's kind of interesting, and
Yeah, that's
I'd
why
have to
I
really
brought
read
it up.
into their laws though. Like,
Yeah,
let's say, now I don't know personally. I don't think Canada has anything against it. Is it offensive? Yeah, but if you did something illegal in Canada, you can't come back. Even an American that does something illegal, let's say you get a DUI, drunk driving, right?
yep, yep,
And you come to Canada, you want to go skiing or something, right?
yep.
And they find out, right? You ain't coming to Canada anytime soon. I think it's like 10 years or something. They'll be turning you around, detaining you and all.
Wow. Well,
Yeah, of
I
course.
shouldn't talk about me, my dad and them going over the border back when I was younger on snowmobiles.
Now, personally, do I agree with sending them home for just a DUI?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. I think
What do you
it's
think? What do you think about people in the United States crossing over to the border illegally of Canada?
well, it depends what they're doing, eh?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, my dad would just go snowmobiling and stuff with his friends.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think
Now,
that's like,
I don't know. That's a
criminal
good
jail type?
question. Yeah, that's a really good question. Personally, do I think there should be open borders there? Personally, I do.
Yeah, me
You know,
too. I believe in
I
open
don't see a
borders. I
problem
mean,
with it.
we're all inhabitants of the earth. We're not separate
Mhm.
countries, or we're not separate
It's not like
ethnicities.
there's anything tense going on between the two countries. It's not like there's any real problems between
And
the two
imagine what it
governments.
could do for imagine combine all the resources of both countries. Imagine that. How
No, we
much?
already have free trade to begin with,
Yeah. Well, that's
so,
yeah. But
right?
I mean, I'm talking about like being able to go to Canada without having to pay for visas and stuff like that. But being able to
Hmm.
go there for work, or Canadians being able to come here for work and stuff
Oh,
like
for
that
sure,
without
yeah.
having to have a visa.
And if you get caught working here when you're not supposed to, well, one, you won't be returning anytime soon. Various fines and whatnot, and
Yeah. Well, that's
same
what I'm
thing
saying.
in
It'll
the
be
U.S.
illegal to
too.
do that.
Yeah. So yeah, I personally wouldn't mind seeing an open border.
Yeah. Me
Now,
too.
the way things are now, do I think we should be turning people away for just a DUI? No, I don't think so. I don't think it's serious enough to be honest. It's kind of a common thing, you know.
I want to
Now,
bring up I want to bring up a topic that we talked about a few months ago actually about this.
mhm,
Someone from Canada stole a car, was drinking, and he crossed the border into Maine, I believe it was, and got in a big wreck and all that crap.
right?
Um, I think we covered it a few months ago. I can't remember. I
I
think
don't
you covered
remember
it.
that one.
I think yeah, you covered it. It was a while ago actually, when I come to think about it. But yeah, you covered that one. And yeah, you just kind of brought that up when you started talking about the borders and stuff, which we kind of got off topic, but that's okay, right?
That's fine.
All right.
So, hang on, I'm just trying to think.
Yep.
I'm actually enjoying this topic better than the Miley
Oh, we can
Cyrus
talk more
one.
about it, Cole. We can talk more about it. I
The,
mean,
the borders, like, first off, are the borders really that secure between the two countries?
no.
Yes and no. Are we strict about border security? Sure, so is U.S. In between, there's a lot of
Well,
empty open space.
I think it's more of the people not thinking that it's not fair for Mexican citizens to come in the country and steal jobs and stuff like that. What they're
Yeah.
doing is they're taking the jobs that American citizens don't want because it's too hard. They're picking apples, they're picking oranges, they're working out in the fields all day. They're
Hmm.
doing the tedious, hard jobs that Americans don't do. And if they can pay the people lesser to do those jobs, hey, they're okay
But
with
the,
having illegals in the
but those
country.
low-paying jobs too are also a place for some people to start out in life too, right?
Yeah, yeah, and think about it.
So
They're coming from a bad country, wanting to find freedom or find
sure,
a
they're trying to
decent
find
job.
freedom for
Yep,
sure. A better life, and does the U.S. have that for them? Of course it does.
yep,
Now, the problem does come when, even here in Canada, we have, the temporary foreign worker program where we bring in, workers from other countries, work, lower paying jobs like, restaurants, fast food places, like McDonald's and whatnot. And,
yeah, yeah,
it's a
yep.
wonderful idea for the business owners. Now, of course, they can't exactly hire any more of them in the restaurant industry, mainly because the opportunities for, Canadians to get those jobs just aren't there. Now, a lot of places are, saying that they have a shortage of workers at, those restaurants now because, like you said, people start, like I was saying, people start there, but they don't
Yep.
want to stay there for the rest of their lives. But it is, a place for them to start out too, right? If they can't have that place to start out, you got to work even harder somehow to get past that.
What I don't see, this is the thing, is what I don't get is I find on some videos that Americans go back and forth from Canada or back and forth from Mexico to the United States. But
Hmm.
I've seen them also say on camera, they're being recorded when they said this, that they don't think it's okay for Mexicans to do that, but it's okay for Americans.
That's just a double standard.
Yeah, it's like very, I don't know, very offensive to me. I don't know why. I just got like I did some really trolling on that
You're
on that
invading
video. I
into
mean,
another country's, territory.
yeah, it's like if we're Americans, so we can basically do what we want with other countries. We can go and invade them, and it'd be okay. But if they do it to us, oh my God, let's blow them all up.
Unacceptable, yeah.
It's bullshit, honestly.
Hmm.
So yeah, you ready for the next topic?
Yeah, we can get there.
All right, so just to mention here, Sugar Cube from Brayhawk
Yeah,
Tech is watching.
I've seen that. Yeah, it says I'm watching. Yeah. Oh,
Hey,
and what I
Sugar.
was saying as well about the whole DUI thing at the borders. Now, like I said, they currently turn those away, right? But
Mhm.
like I said, I don't necessarily think they should in most cases, unless they're like, continuously doing it and whatnot, or they come to the border drunk.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, and like
now,
commit bad crimes and stuff. Like
and that's what I was gonna say. If they've done, worse things, they're,
exactly.
from, murder someone. Although obviously I doubt they'd get out in this U.S. If they murdered someone. But far worse crimes, yeah, okay, turn them away most certainly. Or if they're
Yeah.
on the run.
Cole,
Hmm.
I can't seem to figure out what's going on here.
What's going on?
The source to the comments in the Hangout toolbox isn't popping up the comments. Let's try it again. Whoops.
Well, I can see I'm seeing the comments just on YouTube.
Oh, you're on the YouTube video? Okay, so it's
Yeah,
working. Okay.
yeah. You said yay, and then yeah.
But I'm not seeing it on the Hangout here. That's okay. So are you ready for the next topic?
Yeah, let's get there.
Yeah, it took us a while, huh?
I kind of like this. So what's this one? Oh, about the YouTube.
uh,
Okay.
yeah, about the YouTube. So go ahead.
What was that?
You're going to introduce it?
This is the CNN article. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you start with the CNN article. Anyways, these are all linked in the description, aren't they?
Yes, yes, absolutely.
All right. So from CNN, here we go. Note to the Grammys: you may not want to see Sharon Osbourne anywhere near U2 at the next awards show. The talk co-host and wife of rocker Ozzy Osbourne went on a Twitter rant about the group's recent release of its new album on iTunes, and then she goes to say, "You two, you are business Mongols, not musicians anymore," she tweeted, and then she went on to say, "No wonder you have to give your mediocre music away for free because no one wants to buy it." Oof, that's a. Now, I listened to some of their album because I kind of got it.
Yeah. I
And
kind of got it because I hacked into iTunes and gave it to everybody.
and I listened to like one song. I didn't like it. Like I think U2 has some good songs. Like I
Yeah.
mentioned, New Year's
But
Day
is it
album
worth
was
putting on everybody's iTunes account?
hmm But at least give me a good album if you're gonna give that.
Yeah, I
Give me
mean,
a Bob
great.
Seger album or something. I'll
There you
listen.
go. There you go. Yes, sir.
So in a deal that cost Apple a reported $100 million, including fees to U2 and a marketing campaign for the album, just imagine how nice they can make those iPhones for $100 million. The Irish rockers released their first album in 5 years, Songs of Innocence. Tom Petty released a new album a few months ago too.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, Petty.
uh, yeah, I think it's called Hypnotic Eye. Through iTunes to every subscriber to the Apple service. The group announced a freebie, the Cupertino, California press release for the new iPhone 6. By the way, they actually have a tool to remove that junk from your phone.
Yeah, I've seen that. I heard about it.
Um, wow. As much as, for U2, this is definitely getting their song out there.
Oh, absolutely. But do you think it was?
Um,
But they're also getting bad publicity too. Like people are talking bad about you too.
well, shit, you got bad
On
reviews from me now. And everyone else that doesn't like the damn music.
but they're still getting publicity. Bad, no publicity. That's the thing.
Well,
But
no
if
one's talking about them.
yeah, exactly. Even if it's
Um,
bad, oh well. You're still getting it.
Now, Sharon Osbourne also says here, guys, nothing is for free. How much are you making? P.S. By the way, you are just a bunch of middle-aged political groupies. She went on to say, whose political ass are we going to pull you out of today? Wow.
Yeah, she's awesome.
I haven't watched much. I've watched the talk before.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
personally,
so do you agree with Sharon Osbourne?
I agree with her.
Yeah.
I think she's right.
How about the people watching right now? Because I know there's nobody watching right now, but if you're watching this video after the fact, let me know in the comments below if you agree with Sharon Osbourne, if you agree with the article. That goes with all the other articles that we're discussing here as well. Make sure to comment below and let us know if you guys agree, disagree, and why. So yeah, I definitely agree with Sharon Osbourne. Not only do I think she's still attractive, even though she's up there in age, but she's still attractive, and she makes good points about YouTube being mediocre. I think they're not that great of
They got a few good songs.
Yeah, but yeah, they got a few good songs, but that's it. I mean, I want something like AC/DC or I would rather have them put that in my iTunes.
Well, the
album.
ones I'm looking at here just kind of look like crap.
Yeah, what songs did they have in that YouTube album, by the way?
Let's read it off here. I can barely read the damn thing. I'll look at it on my iPad, then I can see the entire.
I've also noticed some typos in the CNN article.
Oh, that's no surprise.
I was like trying to read it. I'm like going over it. What the heck?
I guess I have a problem with. I wonder how riddled with errors their teleprompter is. Oh, I'd love to see that.
Yeah. But yeah, I think Sharon Osbourne is hilarious. She's awesome.
There's a reason I don't like CNN that much.
Yeah, I just figured I'd
publish it.
go
That's
some
good.
articles from there.
Okay, so the song called "The Miracle," "Every Breaking Wave," California. The songs are named after California. California, I don't know what it's about, but it's a song that just reminded me of. It's not so bad.
Eagles.
You ever heard of Cheap Trick?
Oh, Cheap Trick.
Yeah, they have a song called California, man. I don't mind it.
Cheap Trick.
Song for Someone, Iris, Volcano, Raised by Wolves.
Okay.
Cedarwood Road. Sleep Like a Baby Tonight. This is where you can reach me now. The Troubles. And the album's called Songs of Innocence.
So that's the one that's got put into iTunes for free?
Yeah, and funny enough, the album cover is an actual record. I doubt this thing's even on one single record.
Yeah. I wonder how much they sold.
Oh, $100 million deal.
Okay, so Sugar Cube says old U2 was way better. And she agrees with Sharon Osbourne. She says, I feel U2 sold out. I definitely agree on that too.
Yeah, like, here, I'll look at some U2 songs I like. I'll tell you what I don't mind.
Okay. I wish we could I wish we could play some of them, like a little clip. But
I think a certain amount of time is fair use, but I don't remember the whole thing about it.
Like 5 seconds, a few words.
I don't know what it is. Yeah, Desire, that's an okay song. Angel of Harlem, In the Name of Love. Still haven't found what I'm looking for. Mysterious Ways, New Year's Day, Sunny Yeah, I can say this right. Sunday, Bloody Sunday.
Sunday, Bloody Sunday. Is that a good one?
Yeah, no, these are the songs I don't mind. Where the Streets Have No Name. Those ones aren't bad.
With Sharon Osbourne. Sorry about that.
Oh yeah, I was wondering what the hell that was.
Oh yeah, it was me.
And I don't mind those, right?
Mhm.
But those are older songs too.
Exactly, just like what she said. She likes the older songs, so I'm gonna have
Um,
to check. I'm gonna have to check them out. I only heard like one song, and I think it was on the radio like a year ago. I can't remember how long it was, but
I think U2. I think this is U2 and BB King on this one. You ever heard the song "When Love Comes to Town"?
no, I haven't.
Oh listen to it later. It's actually a really good song. Very
Yeah.
different from the rest of their songs too, I
You
think.
too. Now let's see. You too. I'm trying to figure out which song I heard.
Now, of
Let's see.
course, this one's from 1988, so uh,
Oh,
and it
wow.
was U2 and BB King that did it.
Oh, BB King rocks, man.
I don't know much about him, but it's the one song I'm telling you about here, "When Love Comes Down." It's actually a good song, I think.
Okay, so yeah, here we go. I'm gonna check out some songs from YouTube. I'm gonna definitely check out the songs that Cole listed off there.
Mm-hmm.
That way I can get a idea of what they're all about because I can't remember the song I
They all
listed.
kind of they all have a very similar sound to them, but it kind of what I got on those songs. Today's brand new ones, and I don't like them.
But yeah, I definitely agree. They sold out. U2 sold out basically. Um,
It's a business deal. They don't give
yeah,
a shit if anyone likes their music. $100 million.
bad publicity, good publicity doesn't matter.
It's
It
on
went.
how many iPhones and stuff now? That should give them a
Yeah.
platinum record, shouldn't it?
Okay, excuse me. Sunday, Bloody Sunday was good. Sugar Cube says.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm definitely gonna check that out. I got the comment reference there, so I can use that. Sunday, Bloody Sunday. Hopefully, I don't forget it. So let's move on
Hmm.
to the next topic, ladies and gents. Are we done with this? Sharon Osbourne is awesome. She's a
Oh,
MILF.
well, like the
Can I say
payment.
that?
It's amazing how payments vary between two different countries that are right beside one another. I guess you
Okay.
get to explain some of that.
Yeah. So here we go. What you need to know about the future of paying for stuff. Now, this is a Engadget article. So let's go ahead and explain some of it here. We've virtualized much of the rest of the modern life. Why not payments, right? Plane tickets, banking, and many other aspects of our lives now live on our phones. Payments still exist in the world of paper and plastic. Google has Google Wallet. Visa has PayWave. MasterCard has PayPass. And American Express has Express Pay, which Cole has to talk about American Express before we went live here. Um,
So they do have something like I wasn't sure if American Express had any of that fancy stuff. I guess they do.
yeah. Somebody just commented here, King of Sodar. He says, "Never gonna give you up." I'm not sure if that's a title of a song for YouTube, but I'm
That's
sure.
not a U2 song, but it is another song.
Yeah. Who
Yeah.
sings it?
Never gonna. Oh shit, I know it too. Hang on, let me look it up quickly.
Okay, while you're looking that up, I'm gonna
Never.
finish the article.
Yeah, go ahead.
Apple just announced its own with Apple Pay. If you heard of any of these credit card services other than Apple's recently announced system and maybe Google's long-running program, were impressed. You're in the minority. Heck, 1/4 of U.S. citizens don't even own a standard credit card, let alone a virtualized one. But virtual payments are more prevalent by the year, and Apple Pay is giving the concept a much-needed publicity boost. So all that said, let's talk about the future of payments. So what is the future of this type of payment, virtual payment? Cole, what do you think it is?
Well, first off, I'm not so interested in using my phone for
Yeah,
paying for things. I couldn't imagine whipping out my. It's a pain in the ass getting it out of my pocket, anyways.
exactly.
At Walmart or something, and paying
And
with
then you
this,
break your
bulky
phone and
thing.
like you have to go and buy another one.
Oh yeah, wouldn't that be? Hey, it'd be convenient if I broke it at Walmart. I could
Exactly.
just walk to the electronics department.
There you go.
One new iPhone, please.
Yeah. Cole, are you in a closet? LOL. Sugar says.
She's right.
Yeah, you're right, Sugar. Hopefully you don't
Um,
mind me calling you Sugar. I don't know.
so,
Sugar Cube. Yeah, Sugar Cube. I'll go by
in
that name.
Canada, obviously, I guess it's not so common in the U.S., but here in Canada, we got all these, we got a chip in our cards. We can,
Yep.
just like you can, tap your phone to pay for
Yep.
things, although not so common. I haven't been in a store where I could use my phone to pay for anything. You can tap your cards to pay for stuff, although that has a limit of $100 or something like that. But all that's for extra security. The chip was designed so you could beat those, credit card skimmers that use the magnetic strip to take your
Yep.
information. The
Yep.
whole, being able to tap to pay for things. That was kind of designed for the same idea. It also allows you to skip your PIN unless you pay buying something worth more than $100. Then it'll ask you to enter your PIN. Now I think other countries have it too. I think the UK might have stuff like that too. Of course, not the US. I was really surprised
Mark
when I
Hyder
found
came
this
in.
out.
Mark Hyder, make sure I'm gonna have to ask Mark Hyder if they have that over there in the UK because he's from UK.
Now our cards still have the magnetic strip on them. Just and the reasoning was apparently I did some reading into that part is for other countries that don't have all this technology in place. Let's say someone travels to the U.S., they can
Yep.
still use that card. Just use a magnetic strip instead. They just
I
swipe their
got
card. That way, it still works.
one question. I gotta mute my thing here. 1 second.
Hmm.
Okay, so it appears that the cameraman app is not working.
Oh, who's it stuck on?
Me, this whole freaking time. Oh no, okay, it's working. It looks like it's working.
Oh, you get a look at Jason. Then.
Yeah. Look at my white, ugly face.
So yeah, those two technologies that we use in the cards here,
Mhm.
the chip and the tap to pay thing, like you mentioned, Visa, Mastercard, they all have their own thing too. All designed for extra security. Of course, the least secure being the magnetic strip, which is apparently quite common in a country south of Canada, which really surprised me. I would have thought that much of you guys would have had it first.
Yeah, because we're all about technology here.
I was really surprised that really the U.S. doesn't have this stuff.
Oh man. You know what we should do now? We should go up to Canada and get a American flag or get a Canadian flag and uh, disgrace it. Because Cole's
Those
disrespecting the
laws.
United States on our live show here.
And oh, by the way, yeah, the song that was mentioned, "Never Gonna Give You Up," is
Yep.
Rick Astley. Came out in 1987.
Oh wow. So that was uh, an old person that was on. Well, no, I shouldn't say old, but
Yeah, I
someone
listened to
who's not
older
too
music.
young.
Before we started this, I was listening to a band called what do you call the Alan Parsons Project.
Alan Parsons. Nope, haven't heard of them.
I
Now,
listened.
old for me, what I listen to that's old is Johnny Cash, Elvis Presley, the Lumineers.
Yeah,
I listen to like the old, like the 50s and 60s, some
I listen to stuff
70s.
from the 60s and the 70s. I haven't listened to much from the 50s. Now, the band I mentioned did a lot of stuff in the 80s.
Yeah.
And I also listened to a song by Gordon Lightfoot. He's a Canadian. Never heard of him?
No, I haven't. I heard
Oh,
of
when we're
Last
done this, look up the song. Look up a song called "Sundown." That's what I was listening to. It's a good song.
All right, I'll look that up. Sundown. So yes, the paying basically paying with your phone, paying with virtual currency or something like that.
Mhm.
Uh, I'm worried about vulnerabilities in this method. Basically
Especially the
snagging.
phone.
Yeah, absolutely. You can snag the information. You can get readers and stuff. You can basically decrypt the information that's on
If
the
you have it on
phone.
your phone, I have a question. So you have it on your phone. You go to pay. Let's say you pay with your Visa. Now, is it going to ask you for a PIN?
Yeah, because if you have to enter that in your phone,
Hmm.
it's gonna have to store that on there some way in the memory or something.
Right. Personally, I don't think the phone should double as a wallet.
No, neither do I, because there's so many vulnerabilities that you can do. What if you lose it and a hacker gets the phone?
Do I think a
Oh,
phone's
now he's
good
got access
for?
to your contacts, your emails, your passwords, all that, but now he's got access to your bank account. Now he can go ahead and steal your identity, meaning stealing your social security,
Completely.
all your stuff, basically.
Like, I think the phone's wonderful for certain discounts at a store, coupons,
Oh,
stuff like
absolutely.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah, great,
Dunkin'
sure, why
Donuts,
not?
accounts, I
Here,
get that all
scan
the
this. I want to buy 50% off.
time. Yeah.
But for putting the actual credit cards and all that on there, I don't
Mhm.
think so. It just seems like a bad idea.
Absolutely, I agree. Bad idea,
I
definitely.
just stick with wallets and stuff.
Yeah. Wallets are the way to go.
Now, is Apple going to push it? Yeah, probably. They'll try. And I think
Oh
some
yeah,
people will jump aboard the idea, but it just
because they
kind of
want to
seems
be
like a bad
first in
idea.
everything. They want to be first in everything.
Mhm.
Shift.
Eventually, I'm sure soon enough, you guys will adopt the same system that we have here on our cards, which I think is probably a little more secure than using your phone for it.
Yeah, the
I
uh,
would imagine so.
the little chip on the card.
Yeah,
I
staying with
got.
the actual piece of plastic instead of having your phone do it all.
Yeah, I
You
don't
know,
know. I gotta see more information on that
I
type
would
of
think,
technology.
that's the way I see it. I think having it on the phone seems like a really bad idea.
Because you don't have to enter a pin if it's over or under $100, right?
Right, yeah. So if you go buy a coffee or something, you can just tap the damn thing.
Yeah, I mean that'd be useful for that. I mean, just going to buy coffee, but I would rather pay with cash if
hmm
it's over $100. Honestly,
Yeah,
that's my opinion right there.
yeah.
So yeah, if the technology holds up, if there's not a lot of exploits. Okay, Sugar Cube also says magnetic strips can easily be tampered with. Yes, you are definitely correct.
You can mess them up real easy too.
Oh yeah, damage them. Yes, sir.
Yeah, you don't want anything magnetic near your magnetic strip now.
Oh no, well, that's why you walk. That's why I go and walk around in Canada when I come to visit you and have a bunch of high-powered magnets in my pockets. Damage everybody's cards everywhere I go.
I don't know if it would affect the whole chip thing though. And
No.
most stores accept that now. You don't see very many stores where you actually have to swipe the damn card, and you most certainly never have to sign for anything on the bottom of the receipts either. Although I do remember those days.
I do too, dude. I do too. Yeah.
They print two copies of the receipt here, sign this one, and then
Yeah. And then
throw it in
have like
some
the little
box that
pink,
you couldn't
little
even
pink
fit.
rip-off page.
Yeah, yeah. I doubt they really even kept the damn things. They shoved them in the same damn box with
Yeah.
everything else. How the hell do you sort that crap out?
All right,
But
guys. So what do you guys think about this type of show? Do you think we should have it more serious, or do you think we should do the occasional or just hang back and talk about all this stuff with you guys? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Also, I forgot to let you guys know during the beginning of the show, you can hashtag us on Twitter, hashtag news in general during these live shows, and that's because I'm monitoring the hashtag news in general on Twitter. So if you guys aren't watching the show, or you don't want to comment on here for some reason, or you don't want to message us on Facebook, you can also hashtag news in general and just comment on there and ask us a question, and I could respond to it on the show here for you guys.
right.
So what do you think, Cole? How about this? How about this type of style live show?
I like it.
Okay. Yeah.
I like it.
I mean, it's free.
Honestly.
Freaking hell, I'm gonna eat me some damn French fries on the show.
Tables have turned.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking about this whole phone thing. I think it's really setting people up for a lot of vulnerability. You're putting it's like a one-stop shop for a criminal.
Oh yeah.
Whole 9 yards right there.
Wow, I need a drink. Those fries are dry.
No good, huh?
What was I gonna say?
All your banking information, your contacts, like you said.
Oh
You
yeah,
can
yeah, yeah.
put your birth certificate and all that on there too. Yeah, here, let's help you out a little bit.
Your tax information,
Oh, you definitely want that.
your auto logins on your apps.
Yeah, I think this whole phone thing might be going a little too far with that. The phone was never meant to double as a wallet.
No, they're trying to do too much, too fast with the phone. I could see if they have like this freaking like NSA type encryption or something that like
It would need a lot of security.
broke into. What's that?
It would need a lot of security.
Yeah, it would need a lot of security. Definitely, I agree with that. That's where I was going with my rant that I was getting ready to do.
Yeah.
So I want to move on
Sometimes
to the next.
it would really slow it down too if you're at the checkout, because then you have to find the damn app, open it up, and
Yeah, that's
I
true
think that
too.
might take a while if you have a ton of apps on your phone. It's just like when you're at the store and you got those people counting out their pennies and their nickels and their dimes. And
Oh, I hate that though. I hate that because I'm like wanting to get out of the store. Hurry, hurry, let's go, and freaking gotta sit here and
Especially
wait.
when you're in a hurry, though.
Yeah, it only happens when you're in a hurry. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's someone there. Oh, we gotta make sure we get exact change now.
Okay, so Sugar Cube says, I like it, be yourself, and give us your thoughts on the news. All right. Sugar Cube is definitely our #1 viewer right now.
And then after they're done counting their pennies and nickels and dimes, they'll make sure to read the receipt, make sure they have the correct amount of change, or make sure everything's priced correctly.
Oh, Then they forget, oh, I got my nice phone that has that little NFC feature. Oh, I'm going to get that out, put all my change and money back in my purse and wallet or whatever.
Oh,
And I got
yeah.
to get the phone out. Then the phone drops on the ground. I got to pick the phone up. It's broke. Oh, my God. Then
Yeah.
they're screaming.
Or
And
or
then,
you get run into one of those people that, hey, we'll try this credit card, declined.
yeah,
Oh, we'll try a different one now, declined.
yep.
Next one, the cycle keeps going.
I hate the coupon lady, too. Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Gotta make
Freaking,
sure they get that 50% off.
I don't. I'm okay with coupons. I do get coupons sometimes, but
I've used them more than, yeah.
have them ready when you're at the checkout. Don't just have them in your purse shoved in there somewhere. Then you got to get up
Yeah.
to the line, and then you got to dig through it all and find it, and it's like, oh my God.
I've used a few of those. Some of them can be useful. I don't use
Oh
them that
yeah.
much.
If it's like 50% off or something like that, absolutely. But
Oh,
if
for
it's like
sure, yeah.
10% or like 5% or
Yes.
nah. I'm
But
okay with just paying full price when it's like
mhm.
5% off or whatever.
Again, not much of a difference, anyways. Besides, I guess you probably end up buying something else and make up the cost.
Exactly. That's probably what they do. They probably mean to do that.
And, I
But
learned too that when you go to the grocery store or something, and you see all these nice long lineups. The
yeah,
store is super busy, two checkouts open. Does that happen down there too?
yeah.
Now,
All the
apparently,
other lines, all the other checkouts are all closed off, and there's a bunch of workers, but there's
oh
only
yeah.
two cashiers and two aisles open.
I know it pisses me off. Big lineups, the store's busy. And I asked them one of them once, we didn't
You need
expect this
help?
many customers, and I was reading later on that these stores do that on purpose, so you buy more garbage you don't need.
Oh, because you're sitting there in line and you're
Right? Some people will read
moseying around waiting
magazines, or
for
you'll
your
see a
line to.
chocolate bar, or your kids will see some candy, they'll want that
Oh,
too.
geez.
Hopefully you'll give in, so you give the store more of your money.
No, not me, buddy. Not me. That doesn't work on me. So
I was,
Walmart.
I was even watching this, documentary in some stores, and I don't know if they do this in North America. It was a documentary in the UK, and they put these like bumps in the floor that just, slow your shopping cart down just
Are
enough
you kidding?
for you to look at the damn sales.
Bumps? What, they got speed bumps not only for the road, but now they got it for inside
In the
stores.
store too, yeah. Make sure you slow down just
Oh,
enough
you're
that you
going
can
too
look at the
fast with
sales.
that cart, sir. You're going over the speed limit. We got to give you a fine.
And of course, the items that are directly at eye level on the shelves are also the most
Or most
expensive
expensive.
items.
Yeah.
And apparently, they put the milk in the farthest walking distance away from the entrance. So if you go to your grocery store to buy a jug of milk,
That's why
hopefully
I
you
only
walk out with a number of other things too.
do that. If I need milk only, I'm going to the convenience store.
The thing is, though, I don't know what
Some
I
are
can
more
imagine it's probably
expensive
similar
though.
down there, but it's incredibly overpriced for milk
Oh
at
yeah,
the convenience store.
convenience stores are overpriced big time. But
Is it
for me,
convenient? Yeah.
but the reason why I do that is because I live here in Maine, and a grocery store is a long ways away.
Oh,
So
and for sure.
going
Oh,
to
yeah. You live in a small town still?
oh yeah,
Yeah. So yeah, I guess that would be a bit of a problem. See here, when you live in a city, grocery stores everywhere.
well, I mean, when I lived in Livermore Falls, when I had my apartment, the grocery store is right down the road.
Right. Like where I live right now, within, like I say 5 minutes of driving. Let's see here. We can count the grocery stores. One, two, three, four, five, six,
Damn.
seven. I think there's about 8 grocery stores, within the area.
We got about two or three
Yeah.
that are like, I mean, probably 35, 40 minutes away.
There's like 2 Walmart stores 5 minutes from here.
Dude, I have to go to like three towns over to go to a Walmart.
Wow.
3 towns.
You just think one of them's like walking distance.
Yeah. And think about this. Before I moved to Maine, I
Yep.
lived in Atlantic City, New Jersey.
Yep.
That's a huge city.
Right.
There, I was like, when I came to Turner, I know I was born here, and I kind of remember some of it, but I didn't realize how far away these stores actually were, and I'm like, holy cow, man. You know,
It'd be a
because
big change for me.
yeah, I'm sorry I'm ranting here and talking about some no
No,
unused
I
stuff,
like it. This is good.
but when I moved here, I was planning on staying in Turner, right? Because my family lives here, a lot of my family does. So I'm just gonna stay in Turner, and then when I get here, there's like I gotta go 100 miles this way to get to a store, 100 miles that way to get to a store.
Yep.
So I'm just like, yeah, I'm moving to another town closer to the grocery stores. But
You know,
that's the
and that'd
thing.
be. Hmm.
What you do get with having to travel is a lot of awesome scenic places, a lot of
Oh,
scenic
for sure.
scenery and stuff.
You get to see,
Yeah, you get the
beautiful,
scenery.
wildlife and
Yep,
scenery, and
absolutely.
in the city,
Well,
you don't see that all that stuff, and the
yeah,
wildlife that does make it into the city, well, we gotta,
it's worth it
tranquilize that
overall. It's
thing and
worth it.
haul it, 100 miles away from the city.
Yeah, it's worth it overall to sacrifice that for having a good scenic
Oh, for
area to
sure.
live in. You know.
Of course, grocery stores in smaller towns tend to be smaller than their big city counterparts.
Okay, so real quick, I'm gonna go ahead and check out the comments
Yeah, I was just gonna do that too.
just to make sure sugar is not
Nope, it's nothing new yet.
nothing
Oh,
new.
oh,
Okay.
I didn't see this. Apple Pay can only work with your thumbprint ID.
Oh yeah, yeah. Apple, you gotta have your thumbprint. Yeah, it's got the ID thing.
I hope it's a really good system that you can't really easily cheat.
What the thumbprint?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't easily cheat it, but you can cheat it. Okay, you can
Hmm.
cheat it. Don't get that wrong.
Though, if someone was desperate enough, I'm sure they could try some interesting things to make
Oh
sure
yeah,
it
like you
worked.
see on TV on the action movies and stuff, they get that like that type of cream or like little sticker thing that you put
Yeah.
over like the ID, and then when they put their
Yeah.
thumb on it, and then they set their phone down or put it in their purse, you just
Like,
pick
if
it up
it's
again
really
and pull
secure,
that
then
little
it's a
thing off.
wonderful idea.
What's that?
If it's really secure, the thumbprint thing is a great idea. That's something our
Oh yeah,
cards can't do,
yeah,
unless you add it to the terminals, whatever.
yeah. But then you can install something into the terminal. A hacker could with like
Yeah,
software or
that's already
hardware.
happening here. They look, you go to the store and it looks perfectly okay, right? It looks
Yeah,
completely legit, legitimate business, but they have no idea either. And you put in your card, whatever, and of course it temporarily stores that information too, transfers
yeah,
it.
in the memory.
But
Yep.
since it's been modified, it's also sending that information elsewhere.
And
You
that's
have to
what
be
happened with
careful.
Target, I believe, right?
No, I think Target, something else happened there. I think it was, because
Well,
it was the entire company, right? It wasn't just
yeah,
one store.
yeah. Well, they had some hardware similar to that, to where
Hmm.
it would gather the information that was on the scanned into the memory, I
Hmm.
believe. So it's
Oh yeah,
kind of the
that's right.
same.
The temporary part. That's what it was collecting. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. That's how
Yeah,
it
the Home
basically.
Depot. Something happened to Home Depot recently too.
Oh man, I haven't covered that. Where are you getting this news
Apparently,
from?
it's all over the news here. It's affecting
Oh,
Canadian and U.S. Home Depot locations.
oh wow, I haven't
Apparently,
heard about that yet.
apparently between I think like May and August or something. I don't remember. Your information could be compromised if you shopped at Home Depot.
Wow. Well, I'm glad I don't shop there. I'm a
Yeah,
Lowe's kind of guy.
yeah. We just got a Lowe's here.
How do you like it?
It's actually a really nice store.
Yeah, I like them. They're
Really good
good.
service too. I've noticed.
Yeah. Cole,
Mhm.
are we ready for the next topic?
Well, yeah, I guess. Yeah, I kind of forgot what we're talking about. We got on the subject of Home Depot and Lowe's, and oh, yes, I
Movies?
remember. What I was going to say before we
Oh
see
yeah,
what
go.
they're saying with those machines is,
Mhm.
that's why the police are telling businesses to kind of like lock them down so you can't, quickly switch them out or change them or whatever. But yeah, I suppose there's a problem there
Because
too.
of what happened with Target?
Oh, even just smaller businesses, the person isn't looking, quickly
Oh
change
yeah.
the machine out for a modified one.
Oh, absolutely.
Hmm.
That would be kind of easy, you know. I mean,
Yeah,
have it look the same exact type of machine that it was
I was at
before.
Target a few weeks ago, and new to us too, right?
Or not only that, have some
For us
type
for
of
a year.
software. Cole, have some type of software. Once you scan your card or
Hmm.
scan something, build like a little software
Hmm.
and program it into the chip on the
So they got
card.
them all locked down there now too, of course. But if you do
Yeah,
something internally to the company elsewhere with all their systems, you could like happen to target it, affect all of their stores.
software and hardware hacking by Cole Cooper.
But it's scary. It is. It's a scary world. Cash is at least safer that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, we probably get to the next topic.
Sorry about me eating Tic Tacs.
I had some today. Yeah.
Got a question. Do you chew them or do you just leave them in your mouth and let them dissolve?
You know which ones I chew that are? It's only one particular type that I have
The red
always
kind, the
chewed.
fire? It's the hot,
Orange
simple.
ones.
Orange ones?
Yeah.
Oh, those are good too.
I love chewing those ones. The rest of them I'll suck on.
Yeah. All right, so next topic. I believe
You
it's
mind
Cole's
introducing this
turn.
one? Which one is it? Find your. What's with all the CNN stuff? Like,
And NASA tech finds disaster survivors.
This is why we're not finding news, man.
Well, actually, I got this from Drudge Report. It was just it was shared articles on Drudge
Shame
Report.
on them.
I know, that's why I was surprised, but I found them interesting. The articles that they have on there, you know.
Sometimes CNN pulls off some good stuff.
Well, not the article itself, but like the information in the article, you know.
Yeah.
Not how they compose the article, not how they're big corporate, you know, assholes, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah. If you want, you can introduce this one as well.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'll introduce it because I don't. Yeah, you don't like CNN, so you don't like.
I don't mind them for some things. They've done some good reports in the past.
All right, so NASA tech finds disaster survivors, which is pretty cool. Each time your heart beats, your entire body moves, even if you're unconscious and pinned under a pile of rubble. The vibrations are small and visible to the human eye and might just save your life after a major disaster. Researchers at NASA have developed a device that picks up these subtle movements through up to 50 feet of debris, called Finder. Finding individuals for disaster and emergency response. Cool acronym. The tool was developed by a NASA, the tool was developed at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory to help rescue rescuers find survivors quickly in a major disaster. I should have had you introduce this. I spend half my time doing space exploration and half building boxes that can search for people in disasters, said James Lux, who created Finder at the JPL. NASA develops technology for space, but frequently finds additional. This article is crap, Cole.
Here, where in the article are you? I'll pick up after.
Okay, yeah, this article is crap, guys. There's no commas where they should be. I am in the quotation where they're quoting the JPL guy, James Lux.
Okay, I will get there.
It's like right in the beginning. There, NASA
got it.
technology
So since
they have a comma in there. What the hell?
Make sure I'm right. I spend half my life doing space exploration and half building boxes that can search for people in a disaster, said James Lux, who created Finder at the JPL. NASA develops technology for space, but frequently finds additional uses for its discoveries here on Earth. After the devastating 2010 earthquake in Haiti, the Department of Homeland Security's Science and Technology Directorate, I've never seen that one before. I learned a new word today.
I haven't seen that either.
Wanted technology they could use in similar situations. They reached out to Lux. He had previously worked on a similar device for the U.S. military, which could tell if a soldier downed on the battlefield was dead or alive. It's kind of awkward to read this article for some reason.
Yeah, that's why I'm having a hard time with it.
You know, it's not. I don't see a huge amount of errors. It's just the way it's worded. It's kind of awkward for some reason.
I thought there should be a comma before but.
Let's see here.
It felt like I needed to have a comma there for some reason.
I don't know. You might be right.
NASA developed technology for space, comma, but frequently finds additional uses for its discoveries here on Earth.
You know, you might be right. I'm not sure on that one. Sometimes I have a hard time on commas too.
When I go to but, I usually put a comma.
Yeah, I probably would do that too.
Yeah.
Anyways, where are we here? Oh yeah. After disaster.
Hey, you just blast through the articles.
What was that?
I said you. I don't know what it sounded like. I said.
All right.
I said you blast through the articles.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just like go zoom. You don't even care if there's like screw ups or whatever. You just go right through it and without screwing up.
Oh, I screw up sometimes.
I didn't even screw up yet.
After disaster, there's a limited window of time to find trapped survivors. Finder makes the process more efficient. It uses a low-power radio signal to detect motion. Each movement caused by a heartbeat is like a twinkle reflecting back to the radar. What makes the system especially smart is software. See, I might have said use the software that can cut through all other movements and pinpoint which vibrations are signs of life. The system looks for the signals that match human heartbeats, filtering out slower movements like tree branches in the wind and faster ones like the heartbeat of a rat. It takes
That's
about 5 minutes to learn how to use Finder and just a few minutes to set up. The device fits into a case small enough to carry on a plane. Hit the search button, and 30 seconds later a web page appears on the Finder laptop, which shows how many heartbeats is found in a 100-foot radius. In the U.S., infrastructure is solid enough that earthquakes don't result in the same type of devastation that hit Haiti. Tornadoes are a bigger problem, like those that flatten parts of Moore, Oklahoma, and Joplin, Missouri. In both cases, they had a wide search area. They had a wide area and with a lot of rubble, and no good way to figure out where people were trapped, said Lux. It would have been nice to have one of these there. People were in storm shelters under the pile of a neighbor's house. It could also work in avalanches and hurricanes. After Katrina, many people climbed into their attics to escape rising water and ended up trapped. Finder would be able to detect heartbeats in similar situations, which could help dictate rescue efforts. Because disasters rarely announce themselves ahead of time, and only a handful of prototypes are available, Finder hasn't been used in a real emergency. It has been tested by FEMA task forces and at a training site in Virginia that is set up to mimic the scene of a natural disaster. And FEMA is also testing other interesting things. NASA frequently develops cutting-edge technology, but it doesn't mass-produce or sell it. To get these devices into the hands of more emergency response crews, a separate company needs to license the technology and manufacture and sell the gadgets, which would probably sell for about $10,000, said Lux. What it's really waiting for is somebody to manufacture it. We can't force anybody to make it, said Lux, who thinks the devices will be used in the next year or two. Until then, Lux is working to shrink the Finder hardware and mount it on a drone or helicopter. The crews can then fly the device further into disaster areas that are difficult to reach on foot. His team is also working on a variation that can help firefighters determine where people are in a burning building before rushing in. It's not often you get to use tech developed for deep space and to go out and save lives, said Lux.
Wow. I wonder if you could hack this type of technology.
What would you make it do,
though? See-through clothes.
Well, this is detecting heartbeats. It's detecting vibrations, right?
Yeah, but you could hack it, basically. Hack hardware and software hack it.
I'm not quite sure how it's going to detect those vibrations, but I think it's a really good idea no matter how the hell it works.
Oh, absolutely, dude. I wonder if it can see through any type of structure, any type of material.
One thing, if it's a really good technology and it does get mass-produced, a lot
of lives saved.
It needs to get onto a lot of other countries, though. Some of the more, poorer countries,
Exactly.
Developing nations is where it definitely needs to go.
Yep.
They have a worse off time when something like this hits.
So, if this technology was mass-produced and given to a lot of people, do you think that would be a goodbye to cave-ins, death from cave-ins?
I don't know if it could be the end of it, because even if they can find you, it doesn't mean you're going to survive. Depends how badly injured you are.
Yeah, that's a factor you got to put in. I wonder how far it'll be able to penetrate in the ground. Did they say 40 feet? Was it or?
It goes out to 100-foot distance.
100 foot? Wow.
Yeah.
Huh. So yeah. And what was the sizing of it?
Let's take a look.
Was it like a small? You could carry it around.
Well, they want to mount it on a drone, so I can't imagine it's that huge.
And you said it could be brought on like airplanes and crap.
Yeah, they want to put it on drones and helicopters.
Yeah.
And over the next few years, before someone mass produces it, they want to work on making it smaller too.
Yeah, to fit in your pocket or something. That'd be cool.
Mm-hmm. It'd be good technology for in emergencies.
Yeah. I wonder if they have do you think they have limits to the temperatures it can withstand? Because I think it'd be a good place for the hot countries and like deserts and stuff, because people are trying to drill.
Really useful for it.
What's that?
Yeah. A lot of people, when they're skiing or on their snowmobiles, whenever you're going down a hill, can get trapped under the snow, right?
Yeah, avalanches.
An avalanche, or if you get too close to a tree, you can get sucked into them too, I guess.
Yeah.
And snow falls on you, can't find you. Now, I wonder if it would work in that situation with the snow.
Absolutely, I think it would.
That could help.
It can. I think it can pass through water and stuff. So.
If it
All you
can
gotta
pass through
have,
walls,
all
sure,
you
it
gotta
passes
have is your
through.
heart beating basically to detect it.
Yeah, no, obviously with hypothermia, it's going to slow down a bit, but
Yeah. But the to find you, it takes a while for the rescue crews to find you in an avalanche. But
or
having
it
this,
may never happen.
yeah, or it may never happen. But to have this technology would be a lot easier because you can detect the little flicker in your heart or the pulse rate or whatever.
I remember watching the news a few years ago, and they had this story on about some, mountain climber that they found,
Yeah.
and guess how long the guy had been on the mountain?
2 weeks.
He'd been on there for 20, 30 years.
Holy crap! Oh, he was stranded on a mountain.
Frozen, though.
Frozen. Oh shit, man.
So people don't exactly get
Wow.
found that quickly in some
No.
cases.
Um. Hmm. So Sugar Cube asks, now if this can, oh no, she doesn't ask but she commented, now if they can just find the Malaysia flight. I don't think they can with this type of technology.
I actually forgot about that.
You did? There was two of them, wasn't it? Malaysia flight.
Well, no, the one was shot down.
Oh yeah, that's right.
The
Yeah.
second one was shot down. The first one just kind of vanished.
Yeah, but there's a conspiracy saying that the flight that was shot down was actually the missing 370 flight.
Yeah, there's some pictures that suggest that the plane has some similar features.
Yeah,
Now,
no bodies found or like
process the same features.
Yeah.
But they point to a certain window. Apparently, I think it was they added a certain another window
Another window.
towards the door or something like that on the one that just kind of vanished, which means
Yep.
it had more windows or something than a regular plane of that model would. And then they point to pictures of the same section on the one that was shot down, and it supposedly has that same window.
Let's just go with this, Cole. The plane flew into a wormhole and went to another
Even farther
galaxy.
out.
It went to another galaxy, and it met a bunch of aliens. And the people on the plane
Laughing at the
had
archaic
babies with
technology.
the aliens, and they decided to stay there. So they're gonna stay there on another planet and live happily ever after. And that's the end of the Malaysia flight, missing Malaysia flight right there.
So, saying that the plane looks awfully similar to the one that, was shot down, is almost kind of a stupid thing to say when it's supposed to be like the same model. The same plane. If it's the same damn plane, of course it's going to look the same.
Yeah, exactly.
Like take a look at any fleet of aircraft that any major airline has. They all kind of look the same.
Yep. Different wing numbers though and stuff like that.
That's about it. Yeah, but if chances are that probably gets destroyed in the accident, anyways.
Yeah. How convenient.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, that she brought Malaysia flight. That kind of I don't know. I wasn't expecting the Malaysia flight to be brought up in this show.
I wonder if they're ever going to find the damn thing. It's starting to, I don't know. It's hard to imagine a plane that big just disappearing, but it doesn't sound like they're ever going to find the damn thing now.
Well, think about this, Cole. We've been searching for years and years and probably over a decade for the missing Flight 19 out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Those were Air Force planes, and we've been searching for them for over a decade. They were missing in like the 40s, I believe.
Yeah. I remember watching a TV show about that. They just vanished. Yeah, 45.
Now, if we can't find a big ass plane.
Yeah, 5 planes actually disappeared that day.
5 planes. Yeah.
I'll show you a picture of them. They got a picture, right?
Not just that, but also another plane, a search plane went missing. I think it was a search plane or a missing search ship, a rescue ship or whatever, went missing.
That was in the Bermuda Triangle too.
That's where it's out of, the Bermuda Triangle. Yep.
And I can understand not being able to find Amelia Earhart. She disappeared in the 30s.
Going around the world, man.
But that was a different story. They didn't have the technology back then.
Yep.
And
not only that, they had 2 compasses on each of those planes, I believe.
Now, here's a picture I got.
Both of those compasses were getting screwed up. They're all screwed up and stuff.
So, planes like this, apparently.
Yep. I forget the name of them. Be something.
Now, military planes disappearing, in the 40s.
Oh, it's Flight 19. Flight 19. I think it was B-19 planes, though, wasn't it? I don't know.
Let's see here. So, yeah, 14 people disappeared, and they're assumed dead. Nobody actually, really knows what the hell happened to them. They presume it's a mid-air explosion. Hmm. Well, even in 45, they didn't have a lot of the technology we have today, but obviously the
But
military would have
listen
been
to
a
this.
little ahead of everyone else.
We've been searching over 20 decades in that area, all over the Bermuda Triangle, in the trenches, in the deep ocean. We've been searching all over and haven't found any evidence, haven't found no tail numbers, no
Well, look
motors or
how
anything
long it
like
took
that
to
with
find the
numbers on it.
Titanic.
What's that?
Look how long it took us to find the Titanic. It sunk in 1912, and we didn't
Oh
find it
yeah,
until the 80s.
yeah, that's true. That was a big ass ship too.
Ship sunk
Oh,
in
look where it sunk at.
1912.
These planes went missing off the coast of Florida. Where did the
Yeah.
Titanic go missing at? It didn't go missing off the coast of you know,
Actually, it was quite close to Canada, I believe.
yeah, close to Nova Scotia too, right
Yeah,
by
actually, a
Nova.
lot of them were buried there. It's the ones they found.
Yeah. Hmm. I don't know. The Flight 19 is a mystery. Malaysia Flight 370 is a mystery. I don't know, guys. I
So, yeah,
still
one
say
day
I
we
still
might
say
find
it's an
one.
alien. Aliens kidnapped them all. Flight 19 and Malaysia Flight 370, and they took them to their planet to have children, and they decided to stay, and they're not coming back.
By the time they find, if they ever do find those planes that went missing in the 40s, well, there isn't going to be much left of them by the time they find them, if they are there.
But look about Titanic though. Look at what was left of Titanic.
Well, compared to an airplane, that thing was massive.
Yeah, that's true.
Like all the wood kind of disappeared, but
Yeah,
when you have that much steel and
petrified. Yeah,
everything, it's kind of hard to disappear.
that's true.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's a mystery that will never be
But
solved.
then again, look how big the Titanic was, and look how many years it took us to find the damn thing.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Sugar Cube, why did you have to bring up this Malaysian flight? Now I'm gonna be thinking about it all night tonight.
Yeah, they found it in the. Yeah, let's see if I can find when they found the damn thing.
Titanic?
Yeah.
Yeah. Get some information for you guys on that. Cole Cooper.
I know they found it in the 80s. I know that much.
Yeah. Okay, so Sugar Cube says with all the satellites we have orbiting the Earth, you tell me they can't find where airplanes went down? That's true. That's true.
So
There's a lot of satellites that
the
monitor the
Titanic sunk in 1912.
1912,
Found it in 1985.
85. So where at though?
And
Probably in the middle of the Atlantic or
that
something
was
like
73
that.
years, by the way, it took them to find the damn thing.
How long?
73 years.
Damn.
So kind of a long time.
Yeah.
It only took 73 years. And they found it's 370 miles southeast of Newfoundland.
Okay, so it was in deep water.
Yeah, so yeah, they found it off of Newfoundland.
It was in deeper water than the coast of Florida because I lived in Florida for 15 years and I went to Fort Lauderdale before. I swam in the Atlantic, and I've flown over that area too.
Yeah.
Where they disappeared, they seen land at one point, so they weren't really far away. They weren't like in the middle of Atlantic where the deepest trenches are, you know.
Yeah.
They were close to land when the GPS, not the GPS, the signal went out.
Well, the Titanic it's 12,500 feet in the water.
Yeah.
So it's a long ways down.
That's a long. That's you're gonna
It's like
die
a small
if you go
mountain.
down there without a suit or anything. The pressure would crush you.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so it is close to land, but still a long ways away.
Yeah, it's in deep water. It's North Atlantic, ain't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Newfoundland isn't far from Nova Scotia.
No, I figured it was close there.
Yeah, Newfoundland and Labrador.
So we got another comment, Cole.
Oh, let's take a look.
Sugar Cube says Apple. Okay, we already read that one. Sugar's. Wait a second here. Why is this messing up?
Okay, I don't see any new ones.
Oh, I just got a refresh here. You might have to scroll. Because it said there was a new comment.
Oh, yeah, there is a new one. Okay.
Where are we at? Where's it at? I don't see it.
The newest one says sorry. Then the second one says, with all the satellites we have orbiting the Earth, you tell me they can't find the airplane went down. Apparently not. No.
Yeah, it was the LL sorry. I'm not sure what she's apologized. Oh, about the about bringing up Malaysia flight. Yeah, no worries there. I was just joking.
So it sounds like a Canadian apologizing.
I sound like a Canadian?
No, no, I was talking about her. Yeah, one of the stereotypes is we
Oh,
apologize
yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
here, apparently.
Okay, so we got any more topics? I believe we do, Cole Cooper.
Oh, it's some questions just sitting out there. I
Yeah,
was
we'll
gonna
just
go
some
back.
questions here. Okay, first question. This is a general news segment. Flags are being taken down in America. Is this a sign of our flags disappearing for good and a new one being erected in its place? What do you think,
Personally, I
Cole?
don't see why anyone would want to take a flag down.
Yeah. And the reason behind this question is because I kind of came up with this idea, with how how the government's kind of wanting a new world order and wanting to separate the states into like divisions or whatever, like 12 divisions, I think it was.
Yeah.
I think they're getting ready for like this new world order, and I think the flag they're trying to get ready to take away all American flags, kind of like they did back then.
You know, if someone wants to fly their flag out, if they want flags all over their house, by all means, do it. I don't see
Um,
the problem with it.
yeah.
Or,
Remember back when I think it was not the colonials. When which war was it? Crap. The war with the redcoats.
with the British,
Yeah, I forget what the war was. What the name of the war was? Revolutionary War, I believe it was. Cole, you're in school.
they don't teach us this stuff.
They don't really? Okay, so I think it
Well,
was
no,
the
it's
Revolutionary
American
War
stuff.
when basically the rebels or whatever were fighting off the redcoats. But anyways, if they had an American flag or if there was like paraphernalia or whatever of the United States or anything like that, it was destroyed.
Wow.
And that was because they didn't want America basically being erected, becoming a state. They wanted to have control. The Redcoats, England wanted to have control of the United States, kind of like an extension of their country, basically. So that's what I think we're getting ready for. I think the United States is wanting people to take down these flags, get rid of the American flag, because we're getting ready to either be owned by China, be taken over by China, or because we're getting ready to have a new flag put in its place. Probably like a big tyrannical looking flag with like freaking, whoa, what is this? American flag house. That is awesome, Cole.
Now, I was about to say, yeah, if you wanted to do this to your house, I'd be perfectly okay with that, too.
We got to destroy your house because it's got American flag on it.
Oh, yeah, no, it's offensive, yeah.
Yeah, it's offensive. So
I
what do
think
you
it's just
guys
kind of
think?
cool looking.
Oh, hell yeah, I do too. What do you guys think? You guys are Americans, hopefully, that's watching this. If you are Americans, let me know what you guys think of not being able to flag your own flag of your own country.
Personally, if I had any sort of flag, flying here, and anyone ever told us, no, 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 we can't fly, yeah, fuck off, get off the property. Do you
Yeah,
own this piece of land? Well, no, sir, then get the fuck off it.
yeah. And if you're from another country, let us know how you would feel if your government told you that you
And
can't
I
fly
personally, I
your
think
own
that's the way
flag.
any property owner should think of it. If anyone walked up onto their property and asked them to take their flag down, just just tell them to fuck right off.
Yep, I give them the old
In
bird.
fact, pull out another flag, wave it at their face. Fuck you.
Exactly. Okay, Sugar Cube says it took us a long time to find the Titanic because we didn't have the technology.
Oh yeah,
There
by
you
the
go.
'80s we had it, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. By the 80s, we had
But
it.
then again, the planes we're talking about disappeared in '45.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
45.
by the
Yeah,
'60s we were already doing a lot of deep water diving.
yeah.
So, of course, radar improved and all that later
I
on. But
say, let's find Bermuda, or no, let's find Bermuda. Let's find Atlantis.
if it exists,
Let's find
then.
Atlantis. That's what I want to find right there, boy.
But personally, I don't think anyone should have the right to tell you that
No.
you can or cannot fly a
Yeah.
flag on your own property. Now, if you're erecting a flag on someone else's property, all right, fine.
That's okay. Exactly. Yeah, that's
But
okay.
if it's on your own land, go fly 100 of the damn things. I don't care.
Okay,
Line your
so
property with flags.
Mike. Okay. We just got another person going to our event in News in General, by the way.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and quickly wrap up this next topic or question, as Cole put it, because it really is just a question. It's not really a topic. There's no article with it.
Mm-hmm.
So the next one is let's see here. How is saying the Pledge of Allegiance is political?
Now,
How is
this
that
one's
okay?
all you, because I never had to do anything like that.
Yeah, because okay, first off, I was watching a video. I'm not sure where it was from, but they basically were saying debating over the Pledge of Allegiance. This little girl was singing the Pledge of Allegiance for a commercial, I believe it was, or for a news, I think it was ABC News or NBC or something. Now, the news company said, no, we're not allowing that. We can't put the Pledge of Allegiance on the station because it's too political. How the hell is saying the Pledge of Allegiance political, honestly? What, because it has under God in it?
What does it entail exactly? Because I've never actually heard the entire thing.
I can't remember. Oh man, I wish I would have wrote it down or got an
Yeah, see if I can
article.
look it up. Yeah, I can find it.
But yeah, it was basically an NBC thing. Let me search it up real quick. NBC girl Pledge of Allegiance. Probably won't be able to find it. Cole's pretty quick at it. This is a race, guys. Co-owner and owner. Okay, CBS Sport refuses to air ad featuring a child reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. It's the first one coming up. CBS Sport refusing. My computer's about to hibernate, by the way, and I don't have any open inputs, outlets. The CBS Sports News Network has rejected an ad submitted by a real estate company that features a 4-year-old girl reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. Dave Redder, an agent who works. You want to go for it, Cole?
No. I just reading the Pledge of Allegiance itself. I don't see anything wrong with it. Yeah, sure, it mentions God, but
works for Windermere Real Estate in Washington was surprised when he was told that the commercial of his granddaughter was turned down because of political reasons. But before you break out the torches and pitchforks, CBS Sports says that the commercial was not turned down for political reasons. A spokesperson for the company said that the ad was actually rejected because it was too local. I don't believe that cover story.
I don't see anything wrong with it, really. Yeah, like you said, it mentions God, but I don't see the political part of this.
Wait, even mentioning God? What the hell is wrong with mentioning God today?
Hey, you know what? Have you ever heard of the city of Saskatoon?
Saskatoon,
yeah.
no, I haven't.
Oh, it's in Saskatchewan, and
okay, I've heard of Saskatchewan.
yeah, and actually, you just reminded me of something I want to mention too. But anyways, around Christmas time, they had a message on all of their buses. You know how they have the destination sign where it says where it's going.
Yeah.
And then an alternating message that says something, and it said "Merry Christmas." How dare the city of Saskatoon dare do that?
Okay.
And everyone was offended by the fact it said "Merry Christmas."
So what town was that again?
Sometime around Christmas, right time of year. The buses say "Merry Christmas." How dare you?
Cole, what town?
Saskatoon.
Saskatoon. I thought it was something else. I thought you said something else.
And some bus driver somewhere else, I think, got in trouble. Although I think they kind of reversed that one because everyone really liked him. He dressed up as Santa.
Wow. I'm moving there. Sugar Cube says, I don't know your source, but it is in the Constitution that we have the right to fly the American flag.
Then there you go.
There you go.
I was right. You can tell someone to go fuck themselves.
Patriotic words from Sugar Cube.
I don't see why it'd be anyone's business what you fly on your property, unless it's something like really offensive or something,
How about the rebel flag? What do you think about that?
I don't know.
You don't know?
An American flag flying should not offend anyone, especially if you happen to live in the U.S.
Yeah.
Like, I see American flags flying here, and it doesn't offend me. So.
But I believe that's the end of the questions there. Thank you, Sugar Cube, for sticking around. If you guys watch this broadcast, or not broadcast, but if you watch this show after the fact, it's been live, make sure to comment below. Let me know what you guys think about the topics we discussed. And yeah, also I'm trying to find out. I'm doing this thing for the website, basically, where I'm uploading stuff and allowing people to download it. So I'm trying to figure out, because I have the Constitution and the Bill of Rights and the Independence on the website available for download if you guys want to find it. But I'm trying to find the URL. I can't remember which one it was. I know it's in our downloads folder on newsingeneral.com.
Well, you should probably put it in the navigation bar, because otherwise no one's gonna be able to find the damn thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll do that too. But
I'm gonna try something. See if I can.
Yeah. See, what are you doing?
See if I can make it here.
Are you gonna break the website?
If I just search the website. Downloads, you said?
Yeah, it's in downloads folder. Capital D, but make sure it's a capital D because I tried doing it with lowercase and it wouldn't do it.
I'm gonna have to log in just to.
Yeah, I uploaded it to the FTP. I uploaded it through the file manager. I didn't upload it to.
Ooh.
Yeah.
WordPress may not even know it's there then.
Yeah, WordPress won't know it's there, but you can
you're
search
gonna have
our
to create a
website.
new page, but that's why it's not there. Yeah.
Yeah, I just did that really quickly, so it's easy to do. Because I'd have to log in and do it that way. Because I had to log into WordPress in order to get it onto the website.
Yeah. So although it's there, it's actually not on the website.
Yeah, it's on our domain though, www.newsingeneral.com/. Because go to this, Cole. Go to newsingeneral.com/downloads.
Yeah, it says page not found.
Oh no. Keep we got another extension or another thing here. /HEXTERM, and then hit go.
Page not found.
Did you capitalize the H and capitalize the T?
Okay, I'll do that. Oh, it's a lot of work for anyone that wants to download this stuff. Also not found.
Is the D capitalized?
Oh, the D?
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. Oh, let's just upload it to WordPress.
Yeah, but did it work though?
No.
It worked on my end. Are you doing something different here?
Okay, say that last string of letters to me again.
HEX
HEX.
TER
E or T?
TER.
Say that again.
It's term.
Term. I was right then. Nothing.
Let's see if I get it. I got it. Check your downloads folder.
Yeah, let's just upload it to WordPress, get it in the toolbar.
Well, check your downloads folder first. I want to see if it worked. So it should have worked.
Control J. No, nothing.
What the hell? It's working on my end. Here, I'll even.
Yeah, I'm gonna try this again. Just send me the link that you have, and I'll.
Yeah, I'm screen sharing. Screw this.
Just send the link in the chat that we have.
Yeah. Okay, you ready? I'm gonna screen share. I'll put it in the chat. But look at the domain.
That's exactly what I typed in.
Maybe it's. I don't know. That's weird. Okay, so I'm gonna put. Oh, what the hell did I just do? I'm going to. I'm gonna put it in the chat here.
Okay.
Because I want to see if it worked. If people can download. Because I've been sharing. I've been saying download the Constitution here.
What we should do though is
just put it on the website once we relaunch. Yeah.
One thing too is you could put it on just in WordPress, and that way that page would share the theme that the website's running. Yeah. See here, I just have a blank page. What's this? And
you went to the link in the chat and it says blank page.
Oh, well, there's a page. It just is redirecting you now. See, no, I wouldn't. This is.
Wow.
You can read that file.
There's no downloads or nothing.
No, I downloaded, but.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not for Constitution or anything like that. It's a Linux script that I coded for what is it for? A custom terminal.
Oh, Jesus Christ, okay, well, Windows cannot read that to begin with.
I know. Well, I just wanted to see if it was on there, if you could get to it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Don't worry, it's not a hacker program or anything like that.
I gotta make sure.
Well, you can open it in text editor and look at the code yourself.
Yeah, I guess I can, yeah.
It's a zip file, so just extract it. It's I'll even show it to you if you want me to. Don't trust your owner.
Yeah, see, my computer can't make any sense of it. In Notepad, it's just a bunch of gibberish.
Wow, so there's nothing even on there?
No.
What text editor? You opened it with
I used to have Notepad
plus plus.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. That it'll should show up on that.
Yeah.
That's interesting, huh? I thought you could still look at the coding with that though.
No, a lot of things Notepad just can't read.
Well, it's a bin file, so.
Yeah, see, Windows isn't. I don't think Windows even has those.
No. I don't know. I have to check on that.
I think older versions might have.
Yeah. Older versions do. Let's see. Okay, don't even get mad. Started on the rebel flag. Oh, don't even get me started on the rebel flag. Sugarkeep says. She also says the United States was founded for freedom of religion. Now, this is not completely my view, but I can kind of see the whole point to it. They don't want to offend anyone, but again, this is not my view.
If it offends you, just don't listen to it, right?
Exactly.
It's like those, when you watch TV, you got they're preaching on Sunday on TV. If that offends you, don't watch it.
I mean, I know our country is known for being a wide, diverse of different people, different cultures, different religions, stuff like that. But why do we have to? The people that live here, the people
Yes
that are
and no,
citizens.
though, 'cause, you mean up here, we also kind of see it from an international view too, and not everyone would agree with the whole multicultural thing and not working real well in the U.S.
Well, that's what the United States is. We're multi diverse. We're diverse basically, and
I'm not so sure the international community would agree on that one entirely.
what really? So
Really?
I think we are.
Because there's still a lot of racial tension.
Well, yeah, but we still got pockets and areas where there's a large
Other countries are a lot more diverse too, I think.
Well,
it's hard to say.
Yeah. What I mean by that is we got a large population of Hispanics, and that's a culture in itself. They have their own culture. They eat weird food. They dress differently.
I don't think that's politically correct. They eat weird food.
Well, they do.
But some of it can be really good.
Yeah, well, I can attest to that because they ate. I found out they eat a lot of pig's feet, pig ear, stuff like that, and I tried it out one time, and it's actually good. Yeah, pig's feet and pig ear is pretty good. I haven't tried pig tongue though. That doesn't.
Remind me when we're done the show. I'll tell you something interesting.
Okay, but yeah, they do eat a lot of what would you call it? Uncommon food here in the United States.
That's multicultural. You see, here in Canada, we have people from damn near every country in the world, and there's a lot of different foods. And
but why did you say that the international people wouldn't agree?
Because a lot of people, especially here, some people that I know, would actually disagree with that entirely. It's because all the racial tensions and stuff. And I think the international community may look at that slightly differently.
Yeah. So you're basically saying the citizens, the Americans.
In certain areas, would it be a broad thing to say about the entire country? Yeah. But I think in certain areas we still have the racial tensions.
Well, that's
the country's history incredibly shows a huge racial tension.
Well, there is a lot of racial tension, but we still got those cultures that are in little pockets of the United States.
Now, is it better than other countries? Yeah, it is.
What?
Are in the U.S. and the way things going there? Are things moving forward in the U.S.? Yeah.
But it's moving forward in the wrong way with the government, I think.
Yeah. Now, in terms of the acceptance of different nationalities, I think it's definitely making a lot of progress.
Yeah.
But I think some people would want to challenge that one.
So, should we do a after hours hangout?
Yeah, why not?
You got time for that?
Yeah, I got someone that wants to join anyway, so.
Okay, great. Let me guess, Yusuf?
Yes. How'd you know?
I'm a wizard, man. I read your mind. All right, guys, everybody watching is probably just Sugar Cube. If you want to join the after hours hangout,
I'm not painting it with a wide brush or anything. I don't think every area is like that. It's huge, especially in such a large country. There's such large variations.
Yeah,
too,
Cole, you already said your thought on that. Don't try to save yourself at the end.
Well, no, I mean serious.
Don't try to save yourself at the end. You already said what you felt.
Things where you are, it could be very, very different from another part of the country, right?
I agree. We have a lot of. I want to get this. I want to let you guys know about this. We do have in one town, actually one of the biggest towns, biggest cities, I should say, here in Maine, Lewiston, the place that I'm going to be moving to eventually. It's a big city, but there is a lot of different cultures there. There's a lot of different ethnicities, and it's being overrun really with one particular ethnicity, and that is. And because.
How so?
This typical. It's I'm not racist or anything, but these type of people, I've been around them a lot, and the group that they're in, they have I don't know, they just have weird. It's Somalians, okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. It's Somalians, and.
Remind me later, all right?
Yeah. Want me to talk more about it, or?
Yeah. Keep going, but remind me about that one.
Yeah, it's Somalians, but there's some of them nice. I met a couple of them that are nice,
I've met
but
some really nice ones too myself.
yeah, yeah. But I mean, it's terrible. They have bad hygiene. They have chickens in their kitchen walking over their dishes and crapping on their dishes. Okay, and I've been in a kitchen like that.
That I didn't know.
And that's what kind of gets me with the ethnicity down there in Lewiston is the place, the houses and stuff. It's terrible. You know, the living conditions is in certain areas of the
But when
city is
you,
terrible.
no matter where they're from, when you have your neighbor doing that, the
Well,
neighbor
no,
next
it's
door
all of them.
that
It's
has a wonderful house, it drops their property
it's like
value.
yeah, it's like 80% of the Somalians are okay with this and do this. They
Mm-hmm.
store animals in their kitchen, in their house, and let them, you know, crap all over the place
Does
and
it
leave.
affect anyone else though? Like on the
Yeah,
outside
it
side, can
affects
you
people
tell?
living in those apartment buildings. It affects people
Oh,
that go
these
to
are in an
visit them.
apartment building. There you go.
What's that?
This is in an apartment building.
Yeah, well, all
Oh,
the apartment
oh.
buildings, really, most of them have. A lot of the apartment buildings are
Yeah,
like
I
really.
was thinking they were in their own houses. No, in an apartment building. No, that would affect you.
Yes, absolutely. Well, not in my apartment. I don't live in an apartment, but if I was to move
Mm-hmm.
down there, I'm not going to live in that area because it's terrible down there. There's a lot of drugs. There's a lot of knife fights and stuff like that. There's a ton of like just like really bad. I don't know how to say this really, but it stinks down there. Really, you drive through there and it just smells
Well, I'd imagine
terrible.
so from what you're
You know?
describing. Yeah.
And I mean, there's a lot of them that are clean and okay. And I'm not being racist or saying these are bad people or nasty or anything, but just the way they're living and the way that when you drive through there and go to their house, or if you live next to them, they allow the animals to go all over and crap all over, and the smell is terrible. They don't really clean that much. But most of them overall, the ones that I met, only met a couple of them that are like that. But
Mm-hmm.
I've been told from Somalians that they're like that. That's normal in their country, and that's why they're doing it here in their own homes and apartments. It's because that's what they know. It's kind of crazy, right?
Even allowed to have your own chickens in these
Well,
towns and
that's the
cities?
thing. That's the thing too. Is it's they're breaking the law as well.
Well, I know here, if we were having chickens, we'd get a fine.
Yeah, you can't have chickens and living
But
inside your
this
home.
wonderful city thinks that, oh, this would be a really good pilot project to get all these test properties to start raising chickens.
Yeah.
Oh, and guess what else a wonderful idea the city came up with? Backyard beekeeping.
I love that. Now we need to save the bees, guys.
In your backyard.
Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and close out the show and start our after hours hangout. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Sugar Cube, for commenting down below the video. And that other dude in the Q&A app, I don't know if he was really commenting that much, but
I didn't even see his comment. I looked at it.
yeah, there's a couple
I
of
only
them.
see
Thank
Sugar
you guys for watching after the fact as well. Make sure to write down in the comments below. Let us know what you think of all the topics. Make sure to check out the description for all the links, and we'll see you guys next time. Don't forget about our relaunch coming October 30th. That is the relaunch of our website, of
The
everything.
for Halloween.
Yep, everything involved in News in General is being relaunched and redid and just enhanced overall. I'm really excited for it. How about
So
you?
am I.
Yeah?
It's gonna be big.
That is an excited Canadian right there. Take a look,
No,
guys.
the excited
Look at it.
Canadian is when they're at the hockey game.
Okay. You're bringing in sports now. We got to end the show, guys. Peace out. Thank you for watching. Peace.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it is. Yeah, I got a long list from Ancestry.com. But anyways, let's finish with this Miley Cyrus topic that Cole doesn't like.
Yeah.
But I know he has something to say on what her prosecution should be, if she should be prosecuted, and what they should do. So let's get on with this. This incident happened Tuesday during Bangers Tour 2014 in
What
Mexico.
tours?
What's that?
What's the tour called?
Bangers.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
you got it right. Bangers. As Cyrus was twerking, doing that little twerk thing, in the middle of a song, one of the two dancers contorting beside her used a Mexican flag to spank the overside false buttocks she was
Well,
wearing.
first off, that's just offensive to the country.
Oh, absolutely.
Sure, I don't live there. I don't know anyone that lives there, but if I,
Yeah.
that should offend you if you live there and you're patriotic to your country.
Exactly. How about what if she did that to? What if you went to one of her concerts? I know you wouldn't have, but what if you would have went there
Oh,
and
no.
seen that happen to the Canadian flag?
Like I said, she'd be disrespecting an entire country, no matter
Would
what
she,
country she does it in.
well, she didn't get booed, I don't think. There's no like backlash between the Mexican residents that were there, the people that were at the tour, because they're too excited over Miley
Oh,
Cyrus.
for sure.
Let Miley Cyrus disrespect our country, but let's be so excited and so forgiving just because she's a pop star.
If you went, let's say I went to
I did that.
Mexico and did that, if I could be pulling guns out on you.
Yeah, exactly. So adding insult to injury, Tuesday was Mexico's Independence Day.
Wow.
So she did it not only on stage in front of thousands of people, but she did it on their Independence Day.
That's no, especially on their Independence Day. That's not
You had to have
acceptable.
known that she knew what she was doing. She knew that what this was a sign of disrespect to the Mexican citizens.
For
She knew
sure.
it. She didn't do it just out of not thinking.
But of course, she's probably going to do it because this gives her attention, whether it's good or bad. We're talking about it.
That's
We're
what she
giving her
does.
the advertising.
Cole, that's what it's all about. She does
Of
all this
course.
crazy shit. Every few months, she'll do it, just like with all the other people. They'll
And
do these crazy
sadly,
shit.
it's working quite
Popularity.
well for her.
Yeah, it is. It is. But I'm telling you what, if someone was to come to my country and I seen them doing that to my flag,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I don't even want to talk about what would happen because,
It's not acceptable, really,
yeah,
no matter what country you're in.
yeah, exactly. It doesn't matter if it's Mexico, United States, Canada,
Anywhere in
wherever.
the world is disrespectful.
Yeah.
Now, some countries would be more tolerant than others. If she went to North Korea and did that, well, yeah, I'm sure you can imagine.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. So Mexican law is very stern on the subject of respecting the flag. Not, I mean, respecting the flag. She's sitting there smacking the flag on this dancer's ass. So they better give her some big fines and some jail time. And I think that's what they're gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so the act of disrespecting a Mexican symbol carries a fine up to about $1,200 and 3 days in jail, and that's if it doesn't happen during the commission of a felony. So
And
there's
I
been
don't
no
think those
word
Mexican
basically.
jails are all that nice.
There's been no word about putting the international pop star into the slammer, but lawmakers in Nuevo Leon state voted unanimously Wednesday to condemn the incident. So what do
Yeah,
you think that should like flaunting herself and going to all these award shows, basically showing her boobs and stuff? Have you seen that? She went to an award show with pasties on.
I don't pay enough attention to entertainment news.
Oh, really? Well, we're gonna have to start doing that soon. We're gonna have to bring somebody in, a reporter, to pay attention to
Yeah,
news.
no, I've never given them that much time, I just kind
Yeah,
of think like, had a regular person done this, no one would give a shit anyways. These people are just kind of
oh,
idiots anyways,
exactly.
so,
Yep,
if some
exactly.
regular idiot was doing that, why would we care anyways?
Well, that's why I'm wanting to talk about this, is because there are a lot of people out there that do care.
Hmm.
Unlike me and you, we just want to
Hmm.
know what's going on with our country, what's going on with politics. Are
There's
they
also
gonna
big
destroy
good
our
things
country?
going on, look what just went on in Scotland there. That's a pretty
Uh,
big news story. History was in the
I
making.
haven't heard that. What's that?
The
Actually,
whole
let's
thing
let's
for
get into it later. Let's
independence.
get into it after. Okay.
Did you hear
Let me,
about that though?
no, I didn't. Let me finish this topic here. But I did not hear about that. What's going on in
Like
Scotland? What the
history.
Actually, I think I did. I think I did. They're basically going against their independence or something. They don't want
They all
independence or
voted no, but they basically pulled the Quebec on them. And they did the same thing Quebec did, 20 years ago.
okay, so what'd they do?
Well, they had a whole referendum on independence, and now they
Yeah.
voted no in the end. But had they voted yes, Scotland may have become an independent nation.
Why wouldn't they have? I would have wanted to do that if I was living in Scotland.
It's just like Quebec 20 years ago. They tried to become independent too. Didn't work out so well for them
Yeah,
either.
well, Quebec is filled with a lot of French, ain't it?
Yeah. Well, it's mainly French.
Yeah.
English, speaking English is actually a minority over there.
Yeah. Well, my grandfather, my basically my ancestors are French Canadian. So, and my
Hmm.
grandfather came from Quebec, Saint Denis, I think it was Saint Denis.
Okay, we're live.
Welcome back to yet another live show for News in General. Once again, I am Jason Goyette here for News in General. And here we have Cole Cooper, the co-owner. So yeah, let's get into the topics tonight. We're basically not going to be doing like a serious live show where we're just, very serious, like we act like we have suits on and stuff, and we're all professional. We're just gonna kick back and talk about the topics and discuss it with you guys. There's some entertainment segments that we're gonna get into first. But before you do that, make sure to comment below on the topics and all that. Make sure to follow us on Twitter at News in General. Make sure to follow our Facebook page at facebook.com/newsingeneral. All the topic links will be in the description below for you guys to check out while we're discussing them. So the first topic, I believe, Cole, do you want to start or want me to do it?
Go ahead.
All right, the first topic is going to be from the entertainment segment. It is a Miley Cyrus Mexican flag stunt draws official condemnation investigation. So basically, if you haven't heard, Miley Cyrus came to Mexico with the Wrecking Ball song, I guess she played, to quote her hit song, offending fans at Monterrey concert and prompting a federal investigation. I think there should have been a federal investigation to Miley Cyrus a long-ass time ago, don't you, Cole?
You know what? She's strange and whatnot, but I don't know. I don't know what to think of her.
And, like, just flaunting herself around with these children watching her, and then also having like coke in her songs and stuff, talking about taking coke and doing drugs and all that. I mean,
she wouldn't be the first to do it or anything, but
yeah, absolutely, no. But she is kind of the first to be. Do you think they should give her a fine, or do you think they should put her in jail?
Well, I'm gonna bet. I think I already know what's going to happen.
A fine.
Oh no, I think there's a whole bunch of people are gonna get paid off.
Oh yeah, well
that'll be the end of this. This never happened.
What do you want to happen though?
What should happen?
Yeah.
This is a good question. Should she get jail time for it? I don't know. Is it offensive? Yeah. Should it be against the law? I don't know about that. But I don't know what should happen,
Wait, you don't think it should be against the law to disrespect a country's flag?
Yeah, there's worse things she could have done, There's far worse things that, she could have done. There's many more things that,
freaking shit on the flag or pissed on the flag.
Yeah. There's, lots of other things, the courts can be dealing with.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Like the drug problems down in Mexico.
Right. They have a lot of problems, that they could be dealing with.
Exactly. Cole, what you said was you don't have any problem with not making it illegal to disrespect the flag. What do you think?
I'm not sure it should be, necessarily illegal. Is it offensive? Sure, it is.
Yeah, but what do you think?
There's lots of offensive things that aren't illegal.
Oh, absolutely, I agree. But what do you think about Middle Easterners burning our flag?
Once again, is it offensive and incredibly disrespectful? Yes. Is there anything we can really do about it when they're doing it way out there?
I think it's freedom of speech too, don't you?
It is, right? Now, is it hate speech? Yeah, kind of, if you're burning the flag, yeah.
But is it against the law to hate speech, though?
Depends how you're doing it, right?
Yeah.
It all depends on what it is.
Isn't like damaging property or anything, so...
Well, unless it's somebody else's flag.
Yeah, exactly.
You're going over to your neighbor's house and, let their flag on